Hey guys, welcome to the What Lad podcast, presented to you by Betcha. Here's a little sample of what's to come in this episode.
I said, if I have to go into contact again, like I feel like I'm done, like I'll be over. As I was falling down, like just shoulder right to the back of my neck, I remember just getting up and feeling like my neck was like about to like fall off, like it was just so heavy. Went and did the scans, and then about 10 minutes later get a call from our doc, and he's like, hey, where are you? And I was like, yeah, I'm just at home. He's like, stay still, like you've done this to your neck, like the ambulance is going to come get you. I remember waking up on Tuesday, spent one night of sleep, and I just like bawling my eyes out, like I can't do, like I had surgery on Thursday, and I was like, I can't do this. It took the nurses actually telling me, like, if you stayed on and took another hit, you probably would have been paralysed.
What a lad, what a lad, what a lad, what an absolute lad.
Well, lad, well, today I'm joined by one of the most dangerous backs in our game. He's a Taranaki local who's gone through the system and gone on to win the NPC title with Taranaki, a Super Rugby Aotearoa with the Blues before moving down to the Highlanders, where he's consistently been one of the best fullbacks in the comp. On the field, he's got that rare X factor, speed, footwork, and the ability to change the game in a moment. But off the field, he's shown some incredible resilience, coming back from a serious neck injury that could have ended it all. Now he's re-signed long-term, looking every bit a future star of New Zealand rugby. He's electric on the field, humble off it, and he is one of the great lads. It is, of course, Jacob Ratumaitivuki-Kneepkens. Welcome, mate.
Great intro, mate.
Did I get the last name right?
Yep.
It's one that I've always felt quite comfortable with, but I thought under the pump I might have just bottled it. But
No, you're not the only one. It takes a lot of people a couple of years.
it's actually, and looks intimidating,
Yeah,
but when
yeah.
you actually sound it out, it's actually quite an easy
Go
name.
through like syllables, like I'll break it down for people, and they get it straight away. Oh yeah, it just looks long, so they're like straight away, nah, I don't want to say that.
And it all is how it looks. It's just
there's no
tricks in
no
it.
silent letters.
Oh, but it's good to get you on, man. You've been someone I've wanted to get on for a while. We've gone back and forth over the last few years, and you were just saying how you remembered listening to Jonty's prank, the classic Salisi Rayasi Jonty prank, which got you started, but good to get you on.
Yeah. No, I've been hoping that Jonty doesn't come and call me.
You've been living in fear for the last 5 years.
Yeah, I still see Sass, and before he went to France, and would call him Jonty and stuff. And like, shut. Nah, those are some good times, man. So it's great to be on, and full circle moment.
Would you have fallen for it? Would you have fallen for a Jonty prank, you reckon?
Yeah, probably. Just because you know there's some diehard Naki fans and guys down in Dunedin, so you're bound to just get one idiot like Jimmy Ma and try to break you down, but that was one of the greats.
Oh, so funny. I don't know. I'd probably get cancelled if I re-released that. I always think if I did re-release it, how that would go down, but I still listen to that and just laugh every time. Because, man, he's classic.
I'm probably going to go back to hotel and listen to it, just reminisce.
The glory days. Oh, but you've been through heaps, man, in your relatively short career. You've had a journey, especially over the last few years.
Yeah. At least starting off, like, leaving Francis Douglas, this was always a dream, and I was going like a few overseas competitions in my last year in school, like playing the Hong Kong Tens, was doing the New Zealand Development Sevens, which took me like, I think out of the first term in year 13, like I would have been gone for six weeks in one term. Yeah.
So you're still at school playing in these tournaments for, who was it for, New Zealand?
New Zealand Development was the Sevens team, so there's a few boys that are in the proper team at the moment, and then Hong Kong Tens, which was like Logan Crowley was playing, like Jason Potros was playing.
Oh,
we had
crazy.
Kylan was playing for us. And
far out.
we had a stacked team, and it was just like eye-opening as like a 17-year-old. I was like, man, we're in Hong Kong. Like we've just won the plate. I probably look 18, and I'll pass. But the school was great to me. Like they gave me like 3 study periods a day just to catch up on everything. And I think long term they knew what my goal was, and so they were great at facilitating me for that. And then first year out, went to the Sevens environment for a year. Loved that mean lifestyle, like Mount Maunganui, just training all day, and first contract, so you're just keen to rip in.
Yeah, was that COVID year though?
It was COVID year.
Yeah.
So we I remember the boys got back from Vancouver, and we COVID was obviously around, but no one knew, I guess, how bad it was, and then it slowly made its way close to New Zealand. And when those boys got back from Vancouver, it was like, we're locking down. Like, they had to spend the 2 weeks in isolation, and then the boys that were left over were locking down, like no one was coming to training. So at the time, it was kind of hard to see what the Sevens environment would look like, because obviously it relies a lot on international travel.
Yeah.
So I'd signed with Taranaki, so I was going back to play NPC anyway, and went back down there and loved it. Like, we had such a good team. Looking back on it, when the All Blacks were released, so our first couple games we had, Baz was playing, Geordie was playing, Toops was playing. So we had just like a stacked team, and loved that. Really enjoyed the season. Managed to pick up a contract with the Blues for 3 years. And it was kind of, do I go back to Sevens, not knowing what it looks like, or go to, I guess, an environment where I guess I've always wanted to be a part of. And it was quite an easy choice based on not knowing what Sevens looked like.
If there was no COVID, do you reckon that decision might have been different?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I would have liked to do at least one good proper year in Sevens, just to like I was definitely the fittest I've ever been, training hard, man, those sessions, we'd have our Friday sessions, would be you're running close to 2,500 high mets, just 7 on 7, just going at it, and you're right in the peak of summer, you're in the mountain and you're just doing some ridiculous stuff. And Clarkey was the coach at the time, and man, I was weighing coming from school 75 kegs.
Oh,
could only
true.
bench press 70 kg. I was probably the weakest person by far, as a new kid on the block. But fitness wise was good. Loved it. And then because after COVID, I stayed in the mount. I was living with the family there. Lovely people, stayed there for a couple of weeks, and I came back had put on 10 kgs, was benching a 120, just training hard out because there was nothing to do. Still ran a 425 Bronco,
Far out.
just behind Stubby.
Oh, yeah.
Stubby
yeah,
was he was a fitness freak, man. But him, Timmy Mickelson, Scott Curry, just your best athletes.
There's a reason they were in there for so long.
Holy heck, they can just go away.
Yeah.
Strong as well. Sevens athletes are they're fit, strong, fast, everything, just real explosive. But yeah, I would have loved to do that, but obviously it didn't pan out that way. And spent time in Auckland, and really enjoyed that. Just good bunch of boys, and really got close to a few. Obviously the game time was pretty limited, and we had a pretty stacked backline.
Yeah.
Hard to compete with. So
were you up there for 3 years?
3 years.
Far out.
Yeah, 20.
That went quick.
Yeah, literally. I was the first year kind of went real fast, because I think I played one game the whole year. And
How old were you then?
19.
Oh, yeah.
19. So I guess I kind of thought of it as in this is all part of the development stuff.
Yeah.
I'll wait for my
At that age, you can't even sign guys at 19
No,
anymore.
literally. And then spent the second year up, managed to get a few more games under my belt, and in my third year, kind of went through a bit of a an up and down year, just not knowing, I guess, what I wanted. If I was happy, just kind of wandering along, potentially on the fringe of a 23 or not. I wasn't too fussed about it.
Yeah.
Just because it had taken so much out of me not playing, that I kind of just lost the love for rugby. And I just thought to myself, and talking to my family and stuff, I really think I just needed a change of environment, and there was an opportunity to go to the Highlanders, and I guess it almost reignited the spark of me wanting to pursue it properly, and I fell back in love with rugby. So it was a big credit to them. Obviously, come back to Taranaki, I love NPC season, and just a good bunch of boys, and Barnsley's running a good cutter, and there's just a lot of care about the province, and as you know, everyone loves Taranaki and the fans are great and really get behind you everywhere you go. So, I've loved my time in Dunedin for the last 2 years and was stoked to get re-signed by Jamie. He's tough, man. He's like, I'm giving you this contract, you either sign in a week or...
The deadline on it. He loves a deadline.
Yeah, there's no kind of room to barter with him. Like, this is the final number. This is when I need it by. Otherwise, go elsewhere. But I obviously didn't think about being anywhere else.
Yeah.
So
And that's to 2028, is that right?
7.
Oh, 7.
Yeah. The poster came out 2028.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
No, 27. I know.
Just
Even even my partner was like, "Did you sign 3 years? It's got it signed here for 3 years." But I think because Caleb Tangitau signed to 2028.
Oh, yeah.
So they've just brought it out in the news at the same time. So a few eyebrows like, and it had already been released. And
Did you go double check?
I actually went back and I was like, hold on, have I missed?
Jamie's changed.
Has there just been like a pen line? There's the print and they just added the pen to a little A. But was stoked to get that and who knows, it could be 2028 onwards. So,
yeah. Mate, how good. And going back to, I guess, more before your time at school, your journey into professional rugby, were you always gunning for it? You obviously were once you're at college, especially year 13. But before that, when did you think, I want to give this a real crack?
I would say around primary school.
Oh, yeah.
We would have inter-school games. This would have been year 5 and 6 inter-school games with other primary schools, and I just loved footy. My dad was one of the coaches of our club teams for Tukapa.
Yeah.
And I was the first thing he ever taught me was to how to jackal over a ruck.
Oh, yeah.
And I've just that was my thing, was when you didn't have to go back on side, so you could just tackle someone, get up and take it. And I was just doing that the whole of primary school and loving it. And I obviously loved watching Taranaki play when they were there. And I think the Hurricanes were a part of Taranaki region before the Chiefs came in, and loved watching Kode. And even now, I will sit down and think Thursday night can watch league, some nights rugby, Friday night can just spend the whole weekday watching rugby. Yeah. So I just love watching it, shooting to the game type speak. Cool. And now that it's actually happened and it's been in here for a few years, you kind of appreciate it a lot more, and you think man, I'm actually loving what I'm doing. This is the dream. And just going back to thinking about when I lost the spark for rugby, I was always kind of referring to the kid that was playing, barefoot on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. It's just it was always the goal, and I never wanted that to change or someone to influence my goals then, because it should still feel the same, that whether it's 8 years old or 18 or bloody 28, you still just got to enjoy it as if you were that kid running around. Yeah,
100%. Yeah. And you got 2 older brothers, eh?
2 older brothers, yeah. Eli and Isaac's. Eli's 29 and Isaac's 20. How old am I? He's 26.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's just had his first baby, so he moved over to Cronulla. So they came back a couple months ago and with baby and surprised mum. So
that's cool.
It was real nice. But
did they play footy as well?
Yeah. So me and Isaac got to play in his last year in the first 15 was my first year, so we got to play with each other for the first time in Francis Douglas, and that was real cool for our family. And then Eli played first 15 with they had a stacked team. Looking back on it, it was Dupes was playing, Geordie was playing. They ended up going to top 4. To the semi-final of top 4, and they played Wellington College at Francis Douglas.
Yeah,
and Wellington had this huge number 8. I remember watching it, and it ended up being Nelson, Sofa Solomona. Holy hell. And he was massive, bro. And couldn't believe it. Just these farmers from Taranaki, like a couple brown boys in there.
Yeah.
But you look back on a team like Geordie, obviously, Dupes was playing at halfback.
Was he halfback?
He was halfback, and just he was actually quite muscly because I think he'd been doing waka ama.
Oh, yeah.
And he influenced Isaac to just start doing waka ama. So, man, I want to get like that. It must be waka ama.
That's the secret. He told me he was biking around the Taranaki hills.
No, he's doing waka ama. But so they obviously all played rugby, and then we all played in 2020 club year for the first time. Like all three of us got to play a year, and we won the club comp for 2 copper, and yeah, that was pretty special. Just something like you go from playing against each other in the backyard to all being on the same team, and yeah, that was a real cool moment.
Yeah, did you fight a lot? Like, was it always just constant?
Just hated each other. I think I was okay with Eli, the oldest, but Isaac was always like, obviously we want to play outside, and there's an odd one out, and he'll always be the one like, yeah, you two versus me.
Oh yeah.
It always ended in like tears and stuff. Even like backyard cricket, like we just played everything.
Yeah.
Like summer was always touch, and cricket. Winter was like rugby league. We were just those kids that grew up playing every sport and loved it, and like our parents would go traveling with us everywhere, like especially when we got to first 15, like they were going up to Wesley one weekend, then going up to St. Paul's Collegiate in Hamilton, and then coming down to Wellington. So it was like when you look back on it, it was pretty special for them to be able to do that. And any chance that we get to like repay them with all like the sacrifice and all that time in the car, then we make them feel very appreciated.
Yeah, it's good. What are both your parents? Where were they born? Because obviously your last name.
Mum was born in Suva.
Oh, she was.
She was the second youngest of five or six.
Oh yeah.
And her father, my granddad, he got a job at Massey, being a lecturer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they moved from Fiji over to Palmerston North.
And
they just kind of like her siblings all dispersed a lot, like a few to Auckland. There's her younger sister who's still in Palmy. And then my dad is Dutch.
Oh, true.
Yeah, his family was from Cambridge. And I think him and my mum met each other at a basketball tournament.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit of like a funny mix. I don't know what people think is harder to pronounce. They reckon Kneepkens is harder to pronounce.
Oh really?
But then they see Ratumaitavuki. Like, I'm staying away from that straight away.
Is it Kneepkens? Is that
Dutch?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's my dad's last name.
Oh, far out.
Yeah. It looks I had to go to like Air New Zealand, and because when I was setting up my ear points for the first time, there weren't enough letters to fit in, so I had to like get like a special case and had to go do it manually.
How many is it?
Mate, what was it, like 26?
Oh, is it?
I mean, it's
yeah.
ridiculous.
You're the reason they haven't got last names on the back of jerseys.
I have seen something like that, and then someone commented like, "Imagine if,"
yeah,
and then I was like, just like some random dude. I was like, yeah, well, because they do that for sevens too. So I wonder
of course, yeah. You
so I wonder how that would have gone. It would have had to been like the real fine print, like one by one.
Oh, that's classic. So you can play for a heap of different countries, I guess.
Yeah,
Fiji.
Let's see here, and I don't even know if like Neil, like,
yeah.
Obviously not. If
You and Fabian.
Fabian Fabes can we could start a little revolution.
Oh, it's good stuff. So when you focus on footy, you obviously said you weren't benching much, so you weren't in the gym going hard. But
No.
What were you just training hard, or what did that look like for you?
Running heaps.
Oh yeah, just getting
skills,
fit.
running and skills, man. Like, I guess I started to take the gym stuff like a little bit more serious in my last year.
Yeah.
Just like going up against adults and like in those tournaments, I was like, man, like I'm going to be so, like I'm not there where I need to be right now. And I kind of just used it like I'm only 17, shouldn't be doing this stuff. But the year 13, I kind of took it a bit more seriously. But my fitness was always kind of the point of difference. Like, felt like I was able to come into games when like boys are tired, or like the 65th minute, or like someone needed like a momentum shift, that I could come in and I still had a lot of gas left in the tank. And I guess going to the sevens, like you automatically just get fit just from the training load. So
Yeah.
was trying to mix that in with the gym stuff. But I reckon like that COVID period was the best thing that ever happened to me.
True.
Just got to like zone in on weights because that was all we could do. And yeah, like I said, came back about 10 kgs heavier. Skin folds only went up like 2 mils.
Oh,
so it was all
dream
it was
result.
all like good weight. Like I was nervous about it. And then was benching like I came back benched like 120, like 70 kgs off it, just like going hard. So
James.
literally that time was like a lot of people were like, man, that was the worst time ever. But I was like, I'd go back and do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, mate, you obviously got the Fijian genes as well to,
I don't know about that.
to put that weight on that quick.
Yeah. I definitely don't have the Fijian genes where you're naturally born with it. And I definitely don't have like that Fijian fend where you're shrugging someone off like a lot of others. But like, man, that just did like wonders for my confidence, like going up against like boys that have been doing it for years, like a Scott Curry, Sam Dixon, even Krat was there, and just was able to hold my own. And that's, I guess, all the confidence you need, really. Like if you're able to hold your own against some guys that've been doing it for ages.
Were you always fast?
Well, I did athletics growing up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Sprinter.
like.
So yeah, you were.
Yeah. 100. I reckon like 100 was my speed. I liked like the 200, 400, 800.
Oh yeah.
Could just kind of build up.
Yeah.
And like 100 was like even now I think I'm quite slow off the mark. Like could do a lot better. But if it's like a longer distance, then I'm able to build up into it.
Really, you look quick as off the mark.
I don't feel it,
Oh, don't you?
And it's always been like at the end of your review, like we'll always talk about, I want to get better at like just off the mark, quick as. Like,
True.
Yeah, I just always feel like there's always room for improvement, as you know, mate.
Yeah, surely. Then, like you talk about your strength, but like pound for pound strength, you are strong for the size of you.
Yeah, like now that I've kind of taken it a bit more seriously for the past couple of years, like I feel like I'm in like the heaviest I've been in. And it's all like good weight and the stroll. Like I'm putting up good numbers in the gym. And
How heavy are you?
98.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, 98.
98.
98. Man, I shot up from like I couldn't really break 95 for years. Like my last year at the Blues, I just couldn't get over 94, 95. And then I guess at the Landers, like preseason, we went to like 97. Then one year I got up to like 99, and I was like, nah, it's not a good weight for me. So I like to sit in between 97 and 98.
Far out.
Yeah, it's
You're 10 kgs heavier than I thought you were.
Oh,
I thought
yeah?
you were about 88.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mate, come on.
That's definitely the Fijian genes.
Yeah, but I think it goes like right to my backside.
Oh, yeah. Because you don't look that big on the field, but
like I like.
but now I see why you're breaking tackles. You're 98 kgs. mate. Strong
the fin,
as.
mate.
It's the Fijian fin.
We got like at a time where we were just experimenting, and then I was like, at a good weight, what works for me, and for a long time I was like 93, and then got like just felt weak into contact, and then I think if I can sit between 97, 98, that's me done for.
You're an absolute beast.
Not anymore, mate. Far out. Took me years, bro. It took me like 6 years to get here.
Yeah, true. I guess you've been in the professional game for 6 years now.
It doesn't feel like that, eh?
Goes fast, eh?
Fast as you'd know.
You're just in your prime. But the obviously the major setback was the neck injury. Like the size, you talk about your size then and where you are now, but how much of an impact did that have on you as a person, I guess?
Yeah, it was obviously like a scary injury, and we didn't know how bad it was at first. Like coming off the field, like I fully remember it all happening. And
What happened?
so I was going up for a high ball, and kind of got like a little bit taken out in the air where my body was facing towards the guy from Tasman.
Yeah.
And as I was falling down, like just shoulder right to the back of my neck.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously like couldn't see him, so I wasn't bracing
Yeah.
for it or anything. And I remember just getting up and feeling like my neck was like about to like fall off. Like it was just so heavy.
Oh, it felt like that.
I felt just like, man, there's like just a lot of, I can't keep it up or anything.
Oh, your head's feeling
Yeah, my
wobbly.
head was feeling wobbly. So it was
far
like real, and I was like, man, is this normal? Or, and then went off for a HIA, and I told the doctor and everything, like I didn't get concussed or anything. Like this is just what's wrong with my neck. And after the game, like I remember cracking open a beer and
Because you went back on, eh?
Yeah, went back on for like 10 minutes, and then I told
Scored a try. With a broken neck.
with a broken neck, and then Kenny was blowing me up because he's like, "Why don't you run around and make the conversion easier?" And I told him, I was like, "I can't. I don't think I can get there."
Yeah.
And then we were setting up for a kickoff, and I think we scored off the kickoff before. And I told our physio, I said, if I have to go into contact again, like I feel like I'm done, like I'll be over. So it was like that,
Like
little
done
voice,
over as in...
like could be real bad.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, it would do a lot more damage than what had been done. So there was like that little voice that was saying like
Get off.
yeah, get off, like something's wrong. And we had another, like our other winger went down injured, so it's like, man, like we had to put Adam Lennox on the bench, who's our halfback, playing wing for this whole year. And then just sitting on the bench, like I was just real uncomfortable, like couldn't stay still, like was just sitting there, then like trying to lie down, and I was like, man, this is killing me.
Yeah.
And then obviously we won the game, cracked open a beer, and then Barney's like, mate, you're no drinking because we need you for next week. And I was like more gutted at that. And then he goes, so we were meant to fly from Nelson straight to Taranaki that night.
Yeah.
The flight got cancelled. So we spent the night in Wellington, which in hindsight was like, couldn't get more worse for what I had done, but we had no idea. And then we got to Taranaki the next day on Monday, and we were just like, oh, we'll send you for some scans just in case, like, to make sure everything's okay. And I was like, sweet. Went and did the scans, and then about 10 minutes later, get a call from our doc, and he's like, mate, where are you? And I was like, yeah, I'm just at home. He's like, stay still, like, you've done this to your neck, like, the ambulance is going to come get you. And I was like, fuck. Like, it all literally just happened so fast, and like 10 minutes later, like I just changed people with the paramedics were like, is Jacob there? And I was like, yeah. Came walking on, they're like, you shouldn't be walking, like you're like, what are you doing? I was like, no, I'm sweet. And they're like, we told like you've fractured your neck and all this. And I was like, no, like I'm fine, I can walk into the ambulance and stuff, because they were going to get the stretcher. I was like, I'll just walk.
I've been playing footy.
I was like,
I scored a try.
I think walking downstairs are the easiest option right now. And where I am is like 200 meters from the hospital.
Yeah.
So I can walk to the hospital if need be. And they're like, no, you get in the back.
Yeah.
And then from there, like nurses were just like, you've done this, you're flat on your back, you're going and having surgery now. And I was like, wow, like what, like trying to keep up with it all. And I was telling my mum, like, this is happening, because she works at the hospital.
Oh, does she?
Yeah,
Oh.
so she came down and was sitting with me and stuff. And then I was telling my partner who was in Wellington, and she's just like, I had to get mum to update her, because I was just like taking it all in, and you had to get like an emergency surgery to like realign my spine.
Wow.
That Monday. So it was kind of like I've got like photos and videos of it, like 2 bolts in like side of my head, just attached to about like 50 kgs of weight, just to try realign my spine and stuff. So it was like that for 4 days. So Monday to Thursday, were like flat on my back, couldn't move or anything, like no wash or anything. And like there would be 4 nurses that would come in and flip me on my side, put baby powder on my back, and like that was as good as it got.
Jeez.
I guess I took a lot of good things out of it. Like I had a lot of the boys come in to see me in hospital. Like my partner came down for a day, and it just goes to show, like, I guess the care and the relationships and friendships you make, like they go obviously a lot deeper than just workplace stuff, or like some guys you might see on the weekend. Like that was, I guess, the biggest challenge. Like I remember waking up on Tuesday, spent one night of sleep, and I was just like bawling my eyes out. Like I can't do, like I had surgery on Thursday, and I was like, I can't do this. Like I don't think I can just stay still on my back and not do anything for 2 days. And that was like a real rough time. And obviously not knowing like how the surgery would go, like would I actually be able to even come back? And I guess it all just got to the better of me, where I'm like, didn't know what was happening. And then got to surgery on Thursday. The surgeon was real good. He'd done a lot of similar procedures and stuff, and got through it, done for like 4 hours under the knife, and was in a brace straight away and was allowed to leave hospital the next 2 days. I just was constipated as, so couldn't go to the toilet or anything. I hadn't gone to the toilet since Sunday.
True.
And I just didn't feel the need to, and that was kind of like the last test.
Yeah.
I just, like, when you go to the toilet, you're allowed to go home.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, so it was, so that's why I probably spent another extra night in hospital. So it ended up being like Monday to Sunday in hospital, and like having good meetings with the right people. They were like this is what you're probably looking at. It could be like a 8 to 12 months rehab stuff. And I guess when you've initially hear that, you're like, man, it's a whole year. And I feel like when I got injured, like I was playing good rugby and had just had a good first year with the Landers, and like it was almost like a why me type of mindset. And but I feel like I'm quite like a positive thinker, where I'd be like, sweet, like I've got this period to focus on something else that I enjoy. I can find that throughout this next year, and like can kind of get away from rugby and sort some off-field stuff out. So the first couple of months were tough, just not being able to drive, not being able to do anything, was just stuck in a neck brace like for 3 months. Like that was pretty rough, and then was slowly making good progress. And like January got to go down and link up with the boys down south and start my rehab stuff, and a lot of it was just around like rotation and getting more like flexion into the neck. Wasn't allowed running maybe until like February or March. And then a lot of the weight stuff just came in kind of like 3-week blocks, where if I was progressing, then it would go to like more stuff to do with strengthening my neck up. And then obviously the last box to tick was the contact stuff, and by then like I was kind of over it. Like I felt like I was good to go, and like understanding how bad the injury was. I had good talks with people that are in charge with like return to play over serious injuries, and they were pretty happy with where I was. So yeah, it was like it's going to be like a good thing to always look back on. Like I guess when things are all finished, like man, like it was cool to come back from that injury. And it was a tough time, but got through it. But yeah, it makes me a lot more grateful playing these days. Like I just know it can stop just like that. Like if I stayed on for that extra like contact, like I genuinely don't think I would have even been playing. And it took the nurses actually telling me, like, if you stayed on and took another hit, you probably would have been paralysed. Yeah, that was like the scary part. As soon as I got to hospital, they couldn't believe what had happened, that I stayed on and stuff. And
even I guess the bit after where you're flying and just walking around normally.
No, literally that, and they couldn't believe that either. Like flying is probably the worst thing. Like if you were having like real bad turbulence and you were just jolting in the back, like that one little slip could have been like real bad. Yeah, but obviously not. Like our physio, our doctor, no one knew how bad it actually was until we got the scan. So we thought it was been a little pansy about it. And then, it didn't take for the scans to be like, man, this is how bad it is. So,
but you felt like it wasn't right.
Nah. Right when...
So you sort of trusted your gut, which saved you.
Yeah. So we were like, our like attack shapers, we run... Like the winger would wrap around the centre catching the ball, and he'd pass and just go travel. Yeah. On a kickoff, so we were running it off the kickoff, and I told our centre, I was like, just pass the ball. I'm not going to be there. Yeah. Like I'm stuffed. And then we scored it. That was the try we scored off. And then walking back to halfway, that's when I just told Doc, I was like, no, I've got to come off. Like, I feel like I didn't want to go into contact then because I'm stuffed. And
was it sore?
It was just heavy. Like it's a weird, like it's hard to describe. Like what I was saying before, like my head was literally going to fall off. Yeah. Like it just had no real stability or anything. And then even sitting on the bench was just like, man, I can't get comfortable. Yeah. And then
not nerve damage, not nerve pain or
it was
muscle pain or anything. It's just like wobbly head.
Yeah, just something felt off. And
that's weird, eh?
even like obviously had like a shocking sleep that night, like in Wellington, as you can imagine. And then even waking up, I was like, oh no, it's getting like a little bit better.
Yeah.
But that's probably just like telling yourself, because you want to play weird our quarterfinal the next week, and I was like, no, I'll just
It'll
like
be right.
get through it, just to tell like Barnesy like, nah, feeling heaps better now.
Yeah.
And it's like imagine if I just went through just kind of faking it, like making sure like I was all good for the next week, and just like if we didn't get the scans or anything, I'd be like, man, it's just sore neck.
Yeah. Thank God for the scans.
Yeah, actually, man, like
imagine if you got paralysed that training day or whatever, or even in that game.
yeah, literally,
Just for staying on.
I don't know what. Yeah, like I was thinking about it at the time. I'm just like, man, like imagine if like my career was done. Like I don't know what I'd do and stuff, and I guess it gave me a good time to reflect on like who I was outside of rugby.
Yeah.
So I remember like I went through a good couple years like reading like a lot, like just loved learning and stuff, reading, have a notepad, write down some notes and stuff. And there was this one phrase that it kind of always sticks with me, and it was like it's what I do, not who I am. So what I do is obviously like I play code and stuff, but that doesn't, I guess, categorize me into just like a footy player. Like I don't be known as Jacob, the rugby player. It's Jacob, like the good friend, the great son, great partner. And then I like once that stuff kind of got taken away, like the rugby side, I'm like, man, like that really took a hit to my character. And I was just like, who actually am I? And like if you take away the rugby, and like I still wanted to be like a good brother, good partner, good friend, good everything. But maybe just think of like rugby's obviously not going to be there forever, and like they've got to find interests outside of what you love, and it's going to be a time when you have to hang them up. So it gave me a good time to reflect on that stuff and really focus on what's important to me, which is like obviously like family, friends, like being a good person, being a good member of in the community. Like we do a lot of stuff, as you know, like in rugby around the community, and especially down in Taranaki, like we have such a great fan base, and like any chance we get to mix and mingle with the public, like boys love it. And like I guess it all can always seem like a little bit of a drag on, but it probably takes like you to influence one person, and man, it sticks like a core memory to you. Like I remember, I think you were in the team when the Naki came to my primary school. Like Frank was there.
Oh yeah.
And then a couple others, and they came to Woodley Primary School, and that was like the best thing ever. Like,
that's so
I
cool,
always think like I would have been 7, and I was like, man, that's probably like how these guys. I hope it's how these guys feel.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've had like a lot of people just like when you start to not think about that stuff is important. Like I had a kid who's always comes up to me after games and stuff, and like for photos, and then he actually invited me to his birthday.
Oh yeah.
Which was just like real cool. Like it's like makes you think that you're in such a privileged position to be able to, I guess, influence people like this.
Yeah.
And it's good because when you start to forget about it, there's always someone that will just remind you like what you're doing is great. And like, especially in Taranaki, man, like we're such a small province, and everyone knows everyone. So when you're doing the right things, man, like it's infectious, and everyone just gets around it. So
yeah, it's so cool. And there's such good fans up there. Right?
Yeah.
Some of the best I've found in my career.
You would have had a lot of great times.
Yeah, especially that 2014 year for me. Like, I guess it was the same when you guys won it.
Yeah.
What year was that? 10 years later,
10
right?
years later, yeah.
And I could imagine the whole community just getting behind you, leading into the home final.
Yeah, literally. Well, because we took we took a lot out of like the boys that won it in 2014, because like I remember being at the game, and like it was packed out, man. Like, and that's when the old stand was up, and like the field raid.
Yeah.
Everything. Boys were like, someone
was that
like,
you leading
that? Was, nah. I was like year 8 in school, and like I was with one of my schoolmates, and I was like, "Oh, I've got so much." After the game, I was like, "I've got so much energy. I want to do something." I think that was like, the first ever thought. I was like, "Man, like, what should I do after like 10 p.m.? Like, we've just won the game." Like, that was everything, man. And that was not me. I remember going and seeing someone like doing a backflip off like the goalpost.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's so cool. And then you got to relive it 10 years later.
awesome,
So
man.
cool.
Yeah, like a perfect day for it. Like 2:00 start, sunny airs. Like, remember going past like the Nag and Noggin just to like go to our walk through. Like, everyone's already hammered. It's like 11 a.m. and like the Taranaki jerseys are out, and it was such a cool day. And the result obviously went our way, and like, we've had a few special couple years, like even 2021 when it was still Premiership, Championship.
Yeah,
we took out the championship in Inglewood. So
that's right.
we had like we've had a few couple of tough years, obviously with the stadium getting closed down. I spent 2 years out in Inglewood, but now that the stand's fully finished, and I've been up whilst being injured, like going and mixing up with like the sponsors and stuff, like where the new suites are, man. It's so cool, and everyone seems to love it, and I guess it helps as well when the team's getting a few good results, like as with any team. Like, obviously means a lot more people want to come and watch. So I think even when we aren't doing well, like the community gets behind us real well. So which is like just real special place.
Yeah, a couple of good Shield victories as well, did you?
Yeah, we had one here. I think this was the last time this was the last time I played down here for Taranaki. We obviously came down here for the Highlanders, but that was that Canterbury was stacked, eh? They had like, I think it was like 11 All Blacks had come back, and
were you playing in that one?
Yeah, that was my second game.
Oh,
yeah,
far out.
I was on the wing, so we had like our backline was so like we had Baz at 10, Tay Walden 12, Shawnee Boy was at 13, me and Louis Orman on the wings, and Geordie was at 15. And we got off to like a flyer, like 2 or 3 tries straight away, and then
did you score that game?
Scored twice.
Oh, that's right.
Twice.
Yeah,
So I was
it's all coming back to me.
But that was the year with COVID, so there was no crowd.
Yeah.
So there was only like limited, maybe like 500 people.
Yeah.
We took it out, and we're back in the hotel tonight, the same one. I was like, man, like this was
Memories.
Memories. I was rooming with Lockie Bosch.
Oh, yeah.
And I was obviously like, I'm rooming with Lockie Bosch. And I probably got like 5 words out of him.
So, because you obviously would have grown up watching all of those guys, and then you're playing in a Shield game with them, the Bodies, the Geordies, all these heroes of yours, and you're on the wing. How are you feeling when you're out there?
It's like a funny feeling, eh? Like you always think about, like, see these guys on TV, as you were saying. Now it's like, man, like I'm actually teammates with them. And I remember that first year, like, just had so much energy, and was just like happy to be out there. Like, like first year professional contract. Like, I loved that I was in the Taranaki team, because the Taranaki team was like the first ever team I wanted to be a part of, because my dad used to was a trainer for Taranaki when I was growing up.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so that was when the old stand was up and the gym and stuff were underneath. So I was always like walking past, and like guys like Fish, Chris Masoi, like those guys, like they like.
So he was the trainer of those guys.
So ages ago, like
cool.
I was always in the stadium, going through the change rooms and stuff, and like loving it, and it being like my second game too, that Canterbury game, I was like, man, this is like the best thing ever. And then being able to rub shoulders with those guys, like, was awesome. And like, I guess it's like a feeling I don't want to lose, eh? Like, when you think back on like how excited you were then, like, I guess once you stop feeling that excitement, I guess it's probably time to have a good reflection on, like, you know, like, is this still the right thing, or like I got to try find that same passion that I had 6 years ago.
And that's what you felt up at the Blues, right?
Yeah. It was like a tough kind of year, because you go from obviously not knowing what the environment's like, and then you don't play for a whole year, and you're just like, oh, that's okay. And then it doesn't happen again for a second year, and you're just like, man, I'm thinking I feel like I'm doing a lot of the right stuff. I'm obviously aware who we had in our team. Like from 9 to 15 was all black boys. So I know, like, I kind of knew where I stood.
Yeah.
And then in the third year, I was like, man, like, I need to try reignite that flame that I had back in when I was 18 playing for Taranaki. And like, I just wanted to, and do well at the sport. Like it's quite hard when you slowly chipping away and there seems to be like no goal for you. And being that, like I said earlier, like being down at the Landers has kind of relit that flame. And like I've loved my time and like just love getting the consistent minutes because like I feel like I'm always seeking ways to get better, and Bender's obviously one of the greats. Yeah. And he's just kind of simplified a lot of stuff, and we work after every training on just core roles as a 15, and it's nothing major. Yeah. But it's like really grown my game and stuff. So I feel like the past 2 years have definitely been some of my favourite years, just with good code and a good bunch of lads too. So yeah, I'm really loving footy at the moment.
Mate, you've been on fire down there. I always knew you would. I remember catching up with you down here because obviously Crusaders are on one of your options. Right. But hearing you talk, it was always one of those sales for me where I knew the better option for you was to go to the Landers, especially when you say what you're talking about. And your option to come to the Crusaders, we still had Will Jordan, Sevu, Leicester.
That was the thing, Like I know I needed a change, but if I came down here, it was going to probably be in the same kind of log jam.
And I felt that, and I felt that this is such a hard sell for me. Like I'm not really going to sell this because I don't believe in it. Like your best option right now is to go to the Highlanders, as much as it would have been good to have you, but you would have been probably in that same sort of position behind those guys. So it's been awesome to see you go down there and dominate that 15 jersey. And
I was wondering why you didn't get back to me. I always wondered. I was like, man, there was something I said, or like, did I not run the wrong way?
No, that's my sort of thing. When I believe, like when I put someone in their shoes and I genuinely believe it's the best option, I'll sell that so hard. But if I don't, I struggle there. I'm like, nah, I don't even want to try and sell this because I don't think it's the best option for them. I think the best option's exactly what you've done. Go down there, dominate that 15 jersey and showcase your skills week in, week out, and working with, like you say, one of the greats. And it's been cool to see, man.
It's a good trait you have then. Selling and believing in something and selling it.
You have to, eh?
Yeah, bro, 100%.
The disappointing ones when you believe it and you still don't get it. That's the ones you're like, man, this was definitely the best option for you.
It's not only rugby, it's life in general.
Yeah. But going down there, what was the culture difference like to the Blues?
Like quite a big change, Like I guess just boys and like how they conducted themselves was a lot different. Like down there, boys come from like big farms and like big families, so like real family orientated and do things a bit differently than people in the city. Like, which I adjusted to, and like I already knew a few boys down there just from playing like New Zealand schools, New Zealand 20s. Had like played against a couple of them the couple years leading up, and it was quite easy to buy into the culture afterwards because it's obviously a lot of it's around Southern pride and making people in the South real proud of the Highlanders and stuff, and stuff that I guess resonated with me through Taranaki, like a small place and everyone knows everyone, which is similar to Dunedin. And I find it a real cool city. Like it's definitely one run by the students. Like when they leave, it's a ghost town. So you'd go down November, December, come back in January and there's no one around you. I was thinking like, man, like where is everyone? Like, this is ridiculous. And then as soon as like it's February, like it's O week, flow week, everyone's like, man, this is ridiculous. Like this is crazy. And obviously being indoors is a game changer. Like, like I'm excited to see how the stadium here
looks so good.
Looks so good. I've seen like little progresses. Because when's that meant to be?
That Super round.
Oh, perfect.
So you'll play on it the first week.
Good. Oh, how good. And like the coaches and the boys and stuff were real good and real accepting of, because I came down with Taniela Talea.
Yeah.
We both came from the Blues, just kind of wanting more opportunities to play. So we were in the same position, and like, yeah, they just run it. They just run a good cutter, and even though results haven't always been going our way, like it's never a test on like what we live by, which is the Southern pride and the working hard and stuff like that. That's never in question. It's just kind of how do we get things right in like 10-minute periods, or if something's not going right, how can we adapt on the run? And I think a lot of it is just around experiencing it. Like we're a young team, and obviously like this year wasn't the best, and it was quite hard to watch. Obviously, like being out for a while and just feeling for the boys. So yeah, I really feel like we had to go through those experiences, like those last minute losses, those like couple points, like we'd lose by.
So many games we lost.
It was
by.
like 7, bro, that we lost under 3 minutes, and then like 7 that we lost in the last 10 minutes, and then a couple were like by 1 point or less. Like oh man, it was just. But I genuinely feel like we have to go through that to then experience it and remember that how it felt like. Man, we don't want to be back here again. So, yeah, with a few good signings that Jamie's done, I'm hoping next year is a bit more positive and, ready to rip it and have another good year.
Yeah, and you got some awesome talent coming through,
right.
Like, even watching the Otago team who's doing really well at the moment now. A lot of those guys, you got, Dylan Pledges of the world all coming through
He's
really
killed
quickly.
it.
Man, he can play.
Man, because he had spent like the last couple of years doing preseason with us.
Oh, yeah.
Hearing about his background, like about him playing touch and everything, you can kind of like see it, like his running game and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's quick, man. And guys like that, and obviously Caleb Tangitau coming down he was in a similar position with me at the Blues. Even that Lucas Casey. And a lot of us are like around the similar age. Like I think our average this year was like 21, 22.
True,
So it's like, man, if we can keep like a lot of the core boys together, then like I really feel like it can only be good signs to come.
Yeah. Are you part of the leadership group in there?
Yeah. I thought it was slim pickings at the start because I was in it. I got called in last year, and kind of was like still finding my feet a little bit. So like I didn't really know how to interact with the boys through like leadership stuff. Like does this guy like being told what to do? Does this guy like being told stuff like out of the meeting, but he can bring it up to the coaches and stuff? So it's kind of finding my feet. And then this year was a bit tough because I wasn't playing. So I'm like, man, like I'd probably just tell myself to shush because I'm not experiencing it like on the field. But I'd say to like obviously go through the training week and like what we could do differently, and kind of adding my 5 cents in. But it was obviously quite hard. But it's definitely grown like my leadership stuff and like how I see and how I approach a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like for the best, and it's real minor stuff, but stuff that I feel like could have a good influence on guys that need it. So like the younger boys can kind of take them through like my stuff, or like if I've experienced something in a different team that I think will work for us, like I'm quite happy to bring it in. If I get told no, then it's not like it's a shot to my ego. It's just sweet. That's not what we need right now. So, we got a pretty good group around there. Like Gruder's obviously one of the top guys there, and he's like does a lot for the team. And I think Jim really stepped into and he embraced the leadership role he had this year. Like he just took it with 2 hands, and it obviously elevated his rugby stuff. And Hugh Renton has had like a bit of a niggly year just around injuries and stuff. So I think if a lot of those boys can stay healthy and stay on the field, it's obviously going to have a ripple effect on the team. And I'm excited about it.
Oh, mate, there'll be a lot of Highlanders fans just absolutely licking their lips hearing all this. It's exciting times for them all when for you to sign through till 27, not 28.
I actually wonder what happened there. I don't know. Because I was going to bring it up, but then it had already been out for 10 minutes and it got like a lot of positive reviews. So I was like, I'm just going to.
We can't take that down.
If it comes out that I've signed an extension, it better be another 2 years, not just one more year to 29, 27.
And because obviously you were part of that media world while you were out with your injury. You were taking snaps, and I don't know how far your graphics and stuff went, but
Not really.
what was that like for you?
No, it's always something that I've wanted to do. Like, I always love that stuff, and like that time with my injury made me think of like, I've got to do something just to keep me occupied. And
Yeah.
I'd always wanted to do stuff with the camera, and I thought now's the time to do it. So I went and got one, went and got sorted, just spent hours on YouTube, just self-teaching. And
Yeah.
man, I loved it, eh? And even talking earlier, like to Cam, I met him down in Chicago at the preseason game, and we just catch up and stuff, and we yarned every time that we played the Crusaders, which was cool. And we do like a little bit of stuff with our media guy in Taranaki, and with Sammy, who runs our Highlanders stuff. And I came down and shot our content stuff for Otago a couple of weeks ago, like
Nice,
just did the
good.
video stuff. I was thinking like, man, I'd love to be able to so I have all these like creative ideas. I'd just love to be able to put it into a video and just be like a wizard at that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I guess like being in front of the camera, like playing the rugby stuff, I enjoy taking stuff like videos and photos of other boys and then getting to express themselves on behind the camera. And it's definitely like an avenue where I'd like to go after rugby, because what it looks like could be different to what they're doing now, and the way like things are going, man. Like, I feel like that content stuff is a must for interaction, like for fans in any sport. Like, I reckon it's from your team, bro. It's got to go like your content stuff has got to be like the next most important, I think.
Yeah.
Just so like people are like, I know like fans would love to see like behind the scenes stuff and like what guys are actually like, because you obviously see them just playing rugby, but you think like, man, like what does this guy actually enjoy? What does this guy like during like a build up and stuff? So I'd love to be like in a position after rugby to find avenues to let athletes tell their stories like that. But yeah, in the meantime, while I can play rugby,
Keep starring.
I'll
But
stick to that.
It is so true. Like, you think about you as a young kid, I think about myself as a young kid, and how what I would have done to be able to watch a behind the scenes
Literally,
thing, or see an interview with my favorite players and all that
Definitely.
stuff. It would have just been absolute heaven for me.
Yeah,
So, like,
literally.
I always think about that when thinking content, and man, what would I have loved, and all that stuff would just be would have absolutely frothed it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's nothing like crazy.
Nah.
It's just those simple like interviews, those behind the scenes, those
Yeah.
a lot of people I see like are doing like the day in the life.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's awesome, bro. Like I love that stuff. And yeah, I think it's becoming more accepted and more normal that people are doing it.
Yeah.
And like I see like Tams has got his vlogs going and stuff, and it's like, I think it's an awesome way to promote yourself. Like, you've got a great platform in rugby. It's only a short window, but you've got like, people obviously want to know what you get up to and stuff, and like, why not try make the most out of it?
Would you looking to grow yours?
Definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to. I had a goal at the end of the year. I was like, when I was out, I was like, man, I want to do create like my Insta page of just like my content stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I've kind of held back from it. I don't know what's held me back. Is it I don't know if it's you don't care what people think, obviously, but you're like, oh, like there's that little kind of barrier you have to get past. And I honestly don't know why I haven't. It's probably that, like, a little bit scared about it. And like, man, if I don't post for like a month, like, if people are going to think that I don't care anymore. So it's probably just a thing of like, just like anything, like giving it a go at least, or backing it. And then if it doesn't work out, like,
Stop it. Yeah.
all good.
I can definitely relate to that. That's hence why I didn't start this podcast till I'd retired, because my biggest fear was you're not playing well, you're doing you're doing your side hustle, and everyone's just like, too much time spending podcasting, not enough time training. It's the classic.
Did you get that a lot?
Because I'd finished finished playing first, but I'd imagine Tams will be the same. If he starts playing poorly, everyone will say too much time vlogging. It's just like the go-to. Little do people know that you've got so many hours in a day outside of training that you can either, a lot of guys will spend gaming or golfing or whatever. If you want to put that time into your content stuff, then that should be that should be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. It's like your outlet too. Like,
Yeah.
'cause you're so, like, when you're in rugby, you're so focused on that. But when you're off it, like, I feel like you've got to have different avenues to just, like, if it's gaming, if it's this kind of stuff, if it's whatever, like, it's important to have a balance.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, I can't wait to see your content game go through
I'll
the
have-
roof over the next few months.
I'll set my camera up and start shooting this for you. Maybe an extra charge though.
But anyway, as always, we've gone to our Instagram for some questions. Lots of good ones came in for you, mate. First one, how often do people stuff up your surname, and what's the worst you've heard?
When I first started playing, it was real bad.
Was that,
like,
yeah?
I think Justin Marshall cooked it like the worst of. I think it was the first game we played when I debuted for the Highlanders against Moana last year. I can't remember what he said. It's like Ratumaitavuki-Kneepkens, like something like that, bro. And I was just like, holy
making
heck,
up
like,
syllables.
that is terrible. Like, that's not even how the letters go in order. I think from then, like, it's been pretty good. Like, high school was probably like real good. Like, you just got used to saying it.
Yeah,
The more you say it, and you just, like you're saying
flows,
earlier, it just
yeah.
flows, and it looks intimidating at the
Yeah.
start, but it's when you break it down syllables, it's very easy.
I could imagine the first time you call it in a intense match, you just
Yeah.
sort of panic a little
You
bit.
just go, Jacob. That's it. Yeah, or JRK, or
Yeah, Kneepkens. Okay, next one. Ask him why did he cop Fabian Holland's tattoos?
that's. I would say that I set that trend for Fabian. I've just one year just got in heaps of random ones and no real meaning
Yeah.
of them, and then me and Fabes just talk a lot about I think this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. Like, sweet, and then he'll come back in after like a bye week and he'll have 2 new tattoos. I was like, is it trying to be like a competition, or I'm running out? Didn't really want this tattoo, but
How many have you got?
I've got like 11.
Oh, far out.
Yeah, actually quite a bit.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
Yeah, that's
Any favourite ones?
nah. They're all nah.
They're all favourites.
Yeah, they're all fair. They're all good ones.
Are they all on your arms?
Yep. I've actually, like, this is actually pretty funny. Like, Vivini Lasanga,
Yeah.
we have the same tattoo on the same place on like the back of our, what's this area?
Tricep.
On a tricep. The same tattoo on the same arm on our tricep, and it didn't know until like we just went down in preseason.
What is it?
It's just like a dopamine.
Oh, yeah.
dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, like in the exact same kind of. Cause I just went on Pinterest.
That's
where
weird.
I've been going, and
Yeah.
it's just like, man, like we have the same tattoo.
And what, did he go on Pinterest as well?
Well, he got his around the
He
same time
follows
as
your
I did.
Pinterest
account. It was that was like a crazy. Like, I like that tattoo too, but that was just like how has this happened? Like, yeah, it was
That's
a
good
weird
stuff. Okay, favourite player growing up?
I loved Quade Cooper growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like that team where they had him and Will Guinea were like a couple of the greats for the Reds, and like just his step and everything. And I was like, when he was always constantly getting booed from New Zealand, I was like always cheering him on, like loved him.
Yeah.
And then obviously went into Bodie, just a local boy, like killing it and stuff. And but Quade Cooper was like my OG favorite.
That's cool.
Just the feat of doom, eh? Like,
Yeah.
I still remember that one he did on.
It's a
He fended off
Yeah.
Lockie Munro,
Yeah.
stepped him, fended him, and then flick out the back or something. Like, man,
Yeah.
he was like just so skillful.
Razaway.
Razorways. Yeah.
Oh, like it. Okay, how many Malibu and pineapple juices can he drink in one sitting? I heard you've got a record.
Who are these?
Oh, I'm not sure.
And my when I used to drink heaps, I was like punishing like maybe 2 bottles a night.
Far out.
Yeah, like
2 bottles of Malibu a night or
Yeah.
pineapple.
I wish it was pineapple. Yeah, I was going through a lot, and then
Far out. Was that on a weekend?
just in like one doing,
Yeah, anytime.
just like one.
Was this when you were up in Auckland?
Yeah, I started in Auckland, then came to Taranaki, and then
Yeah.
yeah, just like I'd go into phases of drinks saying like pineapple and Malibu were mine for like a good year.
Oh,
I
far
loved
out.
them. Yeah, but nowadays, nah, I tame it back in. I'm more on. I love my cava now.
Oh, kava.
Yeah, I
Oh,
love
true.
kava,
Yeah. How often would you have it?
Like twice a week.
Oh, far out.
Yeah, so like a midweeker and then after a game.
Would you have it by yourself?
Nah,
No.
we've got like we've got our crew for the Naki. We've got a good crew, and like every team I've gone to has a good crew. So
Yeah.
just good for connections and stuff. Like
How good's kava?
I love it, bro.
Yeah.
Big advocate.
Do you feel it helps your recovery? Always remembered Ruben Wiki talking about it. It's
Oh,
like
yeah?
when I first heard of kava, like just how
is he
good it
big
is
into
for
it?
you, like recovery.
Oh,
What do you reckon?
I think in terms of like getting like a mint sleep and like just kind of feeling relaxed and like after
Yeah.
a big training session, like I definitely feel way better going in, having it like a Tuesday, having Wednesday off, and then coming back Thursday. Like I feel like
Good.
mint.
Oh, it's a secret.
I don't know the science behind
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
obviously,
No,
but
you just trust your gut.
I just go on what's been
Well, it
working.
saved your life, mate. Trust your gut.
I'd say to like my partner and stuff like, I'm missing some calcium. It's not milk, it's just kava. I'm missing kava.
I remember having a massive night on the kava in London with
Oh,
the
yeah?
Fijians at London Irish, and I remember getting out of my seat and I could not even walk straight. Like
It's a different effect, though.
it was a different affair. Like I always thought, you'd be sweet, like you can drive on it and stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that night I was like, there's no way I can drive. I can't even walk.
Oh shit! But you're still quite aware of like you're
Yeah.
Like, you're not. I guess when you're drunk, you're like not obviously 100% there, but
Yeah.
you're like you know what you're thinking and you're aware of what you're doing. It's just the thinking and doing is like this far apart.
Like, how much kava would you drink? Like, what's a standard kava setting?
Oh, we'd probably do well on getting like through a kg of kava.
Oh yeah, what's that in like cups or how many cups?
Oh, how many cups, man? Sometimes we'd go like overboard. Like if we had like, I'd say like maybe like 30.
30 cups.
30 plus. We've had some late ones, like
Jeez.
I remember one of the landers we did like started at 2 p.m, finished at like 3 a.m. We've had some like where we
That's
had
a shift.
Yeah, and it's just like, why are we doing this? But you just like you're so
Connections.
I love playing like up the creek and like card games and just like just get so like, man, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And then we had one a couple weekends ago where it was daylight saving. Last week.
Yeah.
And it went from 2:59 straight to 4 a.m. And we were like, man, why is it 4 a.m. already? We got to go. But we obviously started late because we finished our game late.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's been a few late ones, but like in terms of as a way to get closer to like the boys without needing alcohol or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I reckon I'm
That's
a
the
big
way.
advocate for it.
Oh, I like it. Okay, next one. Will he bring up 100 games for the Nucky?
I would love to. Like bringing up 50 was real special. Like we've got quite a few. Like Ruben's pretty close to 100. Bradley Slater's pretty close to 100.
Oh, yeah.
Jared Profit's I think the most like 88. It's not a goal that I'll like I have to do this.
Yeah.
Like if it happens, it happens because it's obviously pretty rare these days.
Yeah. It's a lot of seasons.
It's a lot. And who brought? I think Liam Coltman brought his one up maybe the last weekend.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah,
like,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
it's and like seems like ages ago, but if it happened, like, man, yeah, I'd love to. 50 was cool, so I can only imagine what 100 would be like.
Yeah, mate. Well, the next question might answer a bit of it. Thoughts on the R360 competition?
Oh yeah,
That'll cost you 100 games for a couple of million.
holy heck, yeah. Bro! I'm so like surprised on how quickly that's all picked up.
Yeah, money talks, eh?
Man, I've seen what the concept is like about having teams based in certain places in the world, and if you only need to play from April to September and you're still making that much money, like it'd definitely be something to think about. And if they like, I see quite a few of the NRL boys are already
Yeah,
thinking of
sounds like
going over.
TNA,
So
yeah.
man, like I've already re-signed with the Highlanders, so
Yeah.
I can't.
But only to 27, not 28.
Yeah, let's keep that to 20. Even though the graphics said 28, I said 27. No, I think like if that league goes ahead, I don't see why more people wouldn't go.
Oh.
Like, I wonder what that'll look like for other competitions around the world. Because obviously, if they're offering that much money, like it's hard to compete wherever you go. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how the first year, if it kicks off, and then the year after, and then if it's all go from there, man. I think a lot of people will go over.
Oh, 100%. It'll be post that World Cup. Like, most guys won't leave pre-World Cup.
Yeah.
Especially in New Zealand, because you got to play in New Zealand to play for the All Blacks. But post that World Cup,
It's gonna
when you're talking, what was it, 12 million for one of the All Blacks for 3 years?
I
You're
heard
like,
that. Even like some boys are doing like 600, 700, 800K just for like, and those like some of them were just like NPC boys.
yeah.
A few super games, just like, man, like
They won't make that in their life.
no, literally,
in New
bro.
Zealand.
And it's like, why? If the window is so short in rugby, like, why wouldn't you just be like, go cash in? And
Yeah, man, it's going to change the
it'll be
game,
interesting,
all
bro.
right.
Yep.
Okay, next question. Top 3 WWE wrestlers of all time.
Of all time, I think John Cena's number one. I did like Chris Jericho.
Oh, yeah.
He was, he was good. And probably one current now would be like Roman Reigns.
Oh, is he a new one?
He's been around for like 10 years, but he held the championship for like 4 years, like record. Yeah, real big into it.
Have you ever been to one?
No, so there's a live event in Perth next week. So I was going to go if we didn't make playoffs. I was like, I'm going to go to that.
True.
John Cena's last his farewell tour. I'm going to go watch it, and the matches are all good, but I don't really watch it for the fighting anymore. I watch it for the storylines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but spent like 10 years off it and then just picked it back up, and I was like, man, this is good.
Like nothing's.
Oh,
that's so good.
So, yeah.
Oh, good stuff. Okay. Next one. What's your favorite piece of content on social media?
There's plenty out there, but the Ruben O'Neill has just started off a new Instagram page, going around New Plymouth and rating pies. The bakery. It's called Pigs Reviews. He has just uploaded a new video. I think the other day.
How new is it? How many has he done? Is it
He's
a
done-
fresh thing?
He's done 3. I think, and it's like, you know, have you ever had those Yarra's pies? You know,
Yeah.
so that was their first one. But
Oh, yeah.
they're like top tier.
Did he like it?
Yeah,
loved
loved
it. Yeah.
loved it. But the most recent one, there's a bit of controversy, and I think if Bakery starts to get wind that he is going around giving up shocking reviews, then he might get actually banned from it. But that, if you go check that out on Instagram, man, it's a good laugh.
He needs to do a Christchurch one while he's down
Oh,
there.
yeah. If you've got any
Good one
spots.
tomorrow, yeah. Okay, I'll find him one, yeah. Good point. Okay, next one. Favourite night with the Barbars. We didn't even talk about your Barbars experience, but...
Favorite night with the Barbars. I think the final night we had after the game, like, that was pretty cool. Just we obviously we got a hiding because we played South Africa, and like the cool thing was it was some boys' last international games. Like we had Peter Omani,
Oh, yeah.
who was not playing any more international rugby.
What was he like?
Well, he was cool. Like he was, I guess, like what we were talking about earlier. Like you see these guys on the field, and it's like, man, like he's just like looks like someone I wouldn't get along with. And you go talk to him, like he's just like a real nice bloke, and like cool to get along with. Like love getting around all the boys that weren't Irish, and it's like Sammy Kane's last international game. There was other prop who had played like 200 games. And like the last night was cool. We just stayed at a bar and then went back. A few of us kept drinking until our flight the next day.
Malibu pineapples, was it?
Bro, some shocking beers over there. Eh? It's terrible, but bro, that was like a epic trip. Eh? Like one of those like bucket list teams.
Yeah. So cool, the people that you meet,
Oh,
eh?
bro.
Like that you'll get to rub shoulders with. For the
Literally,
rest of your life.
yeah, bro. And that was like, it was a shame that we ended up having to play South Africa because like it was the best team in the world and we just got pumped by them. But like in terms of meeting everyone and the connections, like we had like heaps of good nights out, like dinners with the whole team, and Robbie Deans was a good coach too. So yeah, man, it was such a cool week.
Yeah, that's cool. Like it. Okay. What did your neck injury teach you?
It's like the most important one would probably be to have, I guess, other interests outside of rugby. Like I was saying before, like it can just get taken away just like that. So I guess if I only found happiness through rugby, then I would have really struggled a lot. Rugby is obviously a big part of my life, but it's not who I am. It's what I do, like what I said earlier. So, yeah, just to have other interests outside of rugby. Like I obviously got involved in the media stuff, and I loved that. I also just liked using the time to spend with my family and spend with my friends, and they were there for me when I was rehabbing and when I wasn't able to do too much around the house. So, yeah, I guess you can look at it one or two ways, thinking of it as like a, man, like this sucks, or why has this happened to me? But I guess I kind of use it as an opportunity to find another passion of mine, or I got to spend time with people I hadn't seen in a while. So, amongst a lot of things, that was probably the main few that stuck out.
Powerful, like it. Okay, how quick is he over 100 metres?
Man, I probably haven't run a good hundy since year 13 athletics. So I think the fastest I've clocked on a GPS that trade would be like a 38.
38? Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah, that would just be like Thursday training, like to get a good hit in, just run with the win, and just get like good for my ego.
Yeah.
Just hit like a thing.
Did you ever get clocked over 100 metres at school? What was your time?
No, I didn't. I think the best I would have ran would have been like a late 11s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but not since that was what I would have been 17, 18. Mm-hmm. But that's the fastest I can think of with a GPS, like 38.
Yeah. How would you go on that Waterlad race that comes around?
No good.
You've got a lot of people backing you.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I need to build up.
Yeah.
Like if it was like a
Waterlad 400.
400 or 200, I reckon I'd have a lot better shot. But no, I'm nowhere near the fastest.
Who's the quickest at the Landers? I think
Caleb.
What about
Manson? No. Yeah, Michael Manson.
Is that?
Yeah, man. He is like freakishly fast.
Yeah.
Even when you just see like he's had a few good weeks at the Stags, and his technique is just so nice.
Yeah.
I heard he clocked like over 40 when he was playing in the States. Because they obviously play on AstroTurf as well. So he's definitely the fastest. Caleb Tangitao is also fast.
Yeah, he's rapid too, eh?
I remember when he came to the Blues for the first year, and he was beating like Reeks in the little like 10-meter sprints in the gym.
Oh, far out.
Man, just naturally fast.
Yeah.
He's still like 100 plus kicks. Like,
is he 100 plus?
He's big, bro.
Man, all you boys are big down there.
Yeah, he's just.
Well, they've actually signed a few smaller ones, haven't you? With like Stanley Solomon. Don't tell me he's 100.
Who knows? Yeah, they have signed a lot of younger boys, but no, it'll be interesting next year. Like all the outside, like Finn Hurley's also another quick one. Like Stanley,
he's small as well too.
He's not got much to him, but I definitely think Manson and Caleb would be.
That would be a race.
That would be in the Waddle Lad. I think that would be
first and second.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so as well. Actually.
As with Reeks too. Reeks is just. I think it's a given.
Yeah, he can go. Everyone says he's fast.
He's rapid, man. I think that's why I like his stuff on defense. Is I remember like being outside him for the Blues on the wing, and it was so easy to trust him when we were like trying to flag off to the next man, because you could always trust him that he's going to get to the next person.
Yeah.
So he was like, you can push off because I'll get there. And it was like, man, because he's so quick that he always does it. And there's never any doubts of like, you're always checking behind your shoulder.
Yeah.
He was always there. But and he stayed quick for ages.
Yeah. And big.
Yeah.
Freak
of nature.
It's good stuff. Okay, last one. Best piece of advice for a Woodland listener.
I think if you really think or really want to do something, just going and backing yourself like 100%. Like for me, it was that I knew I wanted more out of rugby, and that I thought I could get better somewhere. So I just kind of put all my eggs into one basket, and really went after moving to the Landers and embraced it and loved it. But it's not just for rugby stuff, it's whatever you got to do, like how I wanted to start that content page. Like just going and backing yourself through whatever you do, because I guess if you get to an age where you're like, man, I wish I did that, you're always going to look back on it as something you've missed. But if you go do it and it doesn't work, God forbid it doesn't work, hopefully it does with everything, at least you know and you gave it a good crack. So man, just being open to everything, going after things 100%, and yeah, backing yourself.
Love it. You have to start your content page now.
I think this is like a pillar.
This is the pillar, man. This is where it takes off. But man, it's been cool getting you on, man. It's such a cool story. Your neck injury is mind-blowing, how close you were to being paralysed and it all being the end of it for you. So awesome to be able to reflect on that, and so cool to see you carving out for the Naki and the Highlanders, and excited to see your future as well. And I think you've got a massive future in the game here, and if Rugby 360 doesn't steal you,
Not till 28.
you got a big future here. So it's been awesome to get you on, man.
Thanks, bro. We've been teeing this up for ages,
Yeah.
so it's actually finally good to come back on and giving me the platform to tell my story, bro. So thank you very much. And who knows, I could be having you on as a guest.
Oh,
In the next couple of years, you'd probably be top 5, maybe 5th, behind Mince on Toast. Nah, bro, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're a lad. Well, there you have it. Thanks to Betcha for bringing you this episode. If you enjoyed it, please let me know what you thought of it in the comments.